Hurt in a car crash? What to expect when you file a claim. This is Attorney Marc Lopez, Marc Lopez Law Firm. Let's jump on in. Number one, the insurance company might offer you a quick settlement. They might simply say, oh my gosh, we're so sorry this happened to you. How about this? We'll pay for all related medical and mail you a check for $2,000. How does that sound? That is a giant trap. What they're trying to do is limit their top end exposure, meaning most are going to pay for pain and suffering is $2,000. And then once you've accepted that, they are going to fight you tooth and nail on related medical bills. It is the oldest trick in the book. People call this law firm all the time. Marc Lopez, I need your help. The insurance company said they're going to take care of me and they're not. Oh my gosh, how can I help you? Let's talk about this. Well, I accepted some money at the beginning and now they won't pay for my medical bills. I can't do anything at that point. There's nothing to be done. You fell for the oldest trick. Do not accept quick money from the insurance company. It is a trap. Remember, shortcuts often lead to the longest roads. Don't do it. The next thing they're going to try to do is get you to give a recorded statement. Now, I'm talking about the person that caused the crash, not your own insurance. The person's insurance company that caused the crash is likely going to try to get you to give a recorded statement. And they're going to try to make you say all sorts of crazy things. Oh my gosh, we're so sorry you're hurt. But don't you agree you could have been going a little bit slower? Don't you agree you could have been keeping a better lookout? Well, didn't you have some back problems before? Didn't you previously hurt your leg or arm, whatever, in the past? Oh, you've never had pain? They're going to try to get you to make all sorts of admissions. And when people are talking, the insurance company generally tries to sound like your friend at first because they want you to let your guard down. They want you to say things. Well, yeah, maybe I could have been going a little bit slower. Maybe I could have kept a better lookout and could have saw him if I'd gone slower. Yeah, I've always had back pain on and off. I'm 50 years old. But basically anything you say like that is going to be used against you and they're going to try to pound it into you. And they have scripts, they go to trainings, they get bonuses based on the statements where you admit things without really admitting things because it makes you look better. So it's not incriminating, there's no crime, but they're trying to make you make statements that make you sound like you're exaggerating later or try to limit their exposure. And they're trained on that. And more likely than not, you are not trained in how to negate that. You've not been trained in how to deal with shifty and crafty insurance adjusters. That's just not what you probably do. You're probably a normal person, goes to work, takes care of their family, and then when you're hurt, you're looking to someone to help you. But the insurance company for the opposing party, they're not there to help you. They're there to pay the smallest amount of money possible to make their company money and their shareholders value. They're not looking out for you no matter how nice they sound. Be careful making any statement. Be careful making a recorded statement. You always want to talk to an attorney before you do that. Another thing is the insurance company is likely going to try to blame you for the accident. Well, you were going a little bit fast, weren't you? Well, it was rainy out that morning. Maybe you should have been going under the speed limit, right? Trying to get you to make some admissions. Oh, it was snowy that morning. Maybe you should have waited for the snow plows to put some salt down. Maybe you should have, who knows what they're going to say. But they're going to try to get you to make some admission that maybe you were at fault. If not completely at fault, at least a good chunk of fault. Now, why are they trying to do that? Well, in a lot of states, including Indiana, if a person's at fault for a crash, well, they can still recover unless they're 51% at fault for the crash. But their percentage of fault reduces the amount of money a person gets. So, just for example, I know that's a lot of technical jargon, but say a jury, a justice, a judge, whatever, says the claim is worth $10,000. But then they say the person that was the victim, they're 20% at fault for the crash. So that $10,000 is reduced by 20%, and now it's $8,000. So the insurance company has a motive and a reason to try to get you to accept as much blame as possible. They're trying to get you as close as possible to 51%, which can't recover anymore. But even if they can get you down 5, 10, 15%, well, guess what? They've saved the company money and they've increased shareholder value, but they put you worse off. Next thing is an insurance company is going to try to tell you, hey, listen, I've crunched the numbers. Your claim is only worth this many dollars. There's computer algorithms. Different companies use different computer algorithms, but the reality is your claim is different. Your claim is not the last 100 claims. Your claim is not the next 100 claims. Your claim is your claim. And your claim exists independently of these computer algorithms. And just because their computer algorithm says your case is only worth X, it doesn't mean that's true. Number one, they could be lying to you, which they're allowed to do. And number two, even if their computer algorithm is saying, hey, it's only worth $5,000, that's the computer's opinion, not the opinion of an experienced attorney who does this for a living. And that's definitely not the opinion of a jury of your peers if it has to go that far. So do not take this whole, well, the computer says I can only pay this much, that's it. Well, then you know what? I need to talk to someone above you because you're not getting the whole picture. Here's another one: delay, deny, defend. And that is a common tactic of the insurance company. Once the insurance company realizes you're not going to roll over and just admit to everything and agree that you're mostly at fault, they're going to start taking a little bit of a hardline stance. And sometimes it's jarring to people. Well, Mark, they were so nice to me on the phone at the beginning. They were so pleasant. And now they're just so mean. They won't return my calls. They're calling me at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. They're calling me at 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. Oh, we didn't realize the time zone. Oh, we're sorry. And then they won't return calls. They won't do email. They're trying to put it to you. And they do this because they know the longer they make this case last, they know the more denials they make, the harder you work. And they know when they defend these cases, they're trying to wear a person down. They're trying to wear the average Joe down. So you take the meager amount of money they offer to resolve these claims. Don't fall for this trick. If you're dealing with this delay, deny, defend, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. Call an experienced attorney so they can help you move this case forward and obtain the maximum value for this case. Now, insurance companies may ask that you go to what's called an independent medical examination. Independent. It's literally paid for by the insurance company. And who do you think these doctors are going to owe allegiance to? The person that signs their check or the person that is not going to pay them and is getting examined? Defense-friendly doctors are the bread and butter of insurance companies, and they will try to send you to these independent medical examiners. And these doctors simply say, oh, you know what? Based on the mechanics of the crash, based on the mechanics of the fall, it's very unlikely the current medical issues are related. Well, you know what? Here's a simple solution to that. My back didn't hurt before the crash. My back hurts after the crash. But these doctors will make a nice little report, send it to the insurance company. The insurance company will call you up. Oh, listen, man, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. But our doctor says your pain and suffering isn't related. So got to go with what the computer says. I tried, man. I tried. They didn't try. They're lying. They're allowed to lie. And the medical examiner is not your friend. Even if you're thinking, oh, man, I get to go to a free doctor. It's a doctor who's not looking out for you. He's looking out for the insurance company. Keep that in mind. Now, it used to be that only on bigger cases did the insurance companies hire a private investigator. But we're seeing it more and more. And I'm not saying, every case, but we're seeing it in cases even 10 years ago. I never thought we'd see private investigators on cases. But the reality is insurance companies can hire private investigators to watch you. It sounds terrible. Go through trash, videotape you, see what's going on to try to see if you're really injured. And so, the reality is if someone's watching you 24 hours a day or even 8 hours out of the day, hey, I have problems doing yard work. And they get a video of you doing your push mower that, has self-propelled. Oh, you're doing yard work here. You must be lying to me. No. Just understand. Don't even take it personal if they hire a private investigator. But understand that it's possible they're going to hire a private investigator to try to keep an eye on what you can and cannot do. So with that said, those are some of the things that you might experience when an injury claim is filed. Now listen, here at the Marc Lopez Law Firm, we understand that when people are hurt in car crashes, slip and falls, dog bites, anything like that, there's an incredible amount of frustration a person has to deal with. You still have to go on with life. You still take care of your family. You still have to work. All those things, and you have to deal with an injury case. So here's what I encourage you to do. Give me a call, 317-632-3642. Allow me to turn that frustration into compensation.